Let's hear it. Listen to the snare, it's amazing. Check out this snare. Alright, yeah, it's more similar than I expected, but still, it's so cool. So I'm not really the best at lo-fi, but generally speaking, the idea of lo-fi is that you take a sound that is sterile and maybe very clean, like this text patch, and you want to degrade it, make it sound old, and give it some movement. This is basically all done to imitate something like a tape that is bad, or a vinyl that is bad, or also more recently a sampler that is bad. And talking about a sampler, an idea that you could try to make something sound more lo-fi, you could start by bit crushing it. To start off, we're going to look at how to make a lo-fi with some stock plugins, depending on what DAW you're using, of course. Then we're going to dive in some paid and also some free plugin options. And then I'm going to show you this idea I had that is actually crazy interesting to make lo-fi sounds. Mainly discussing sound design and degrading sounds, whatever. So if you want to make like a sound like this, sound a bit more lo-fi, a good starting point would be, for example, a bit crusher. Keep the settings very mild, like we don't want it to be distorted like this. We want to keep it on the down low. All of this at the minimum, maybe we give it a tiny bit of overdrive. That's a starting point. And then we want a lot of movement. Studio One is not the biggest movement DAW. What you could do is you can use this X-Trem, which can automate panning or the volume, so to speak, tremolo. So I added this panning automation, very subtle, to make it feel a bit more analog, like there is some defect, shifting it left and right. If we do it a bit more. But subtlety is what I think is the key to this vibey thing. Then we do one with tremolo. And then we want to take out some of the highs. That's generally speaking something smart. If you want to do lo-fi, take out some of the highs. And I'm also introducing some more movement with the auto filter, which is along of this triangle wave, shifting up and down the cutoff a bit. Alright, and now I think to finish this off with the stock plugins, we should maybe take out some of the low end, again take out some of the high end, make it sound really bandpassed. Let's listen to this with some drums. A thing that is sorely lacking if you want to make lo-fi in Studio One would be something like a vibrato. I'm keeping the plugins I just applied, but I also want some vibrato movement, which is pitching up and down in a wave, similar to what a tape might do if not set up properly. I don't know who this video is for, I think. Yeah. That's way too intense though. Let's take the depth very low. That's cool, you can introduce some width with this plugin. But what we could do now is we could keep this very slow modulation to simulate wow of a tape. And now we're going to take another M vibrato, make a fast vibrato to simulate flutter. Before and after, without any of these effects. Yeah, I think that's what I understand lo-fi to be. As I said, it's not really one of my strengths. Now, if you don't want to do all of these individual steps, I can understand that very well. One plugin you might want to use that's free is this Chow tape model, which seems to be broken. Alright, that's new, never happened before. I'm just going to skip this low effort video. Usually Chow tape model is great, but not today it seems. Alright, let's go to a paid one. Lo-Fi AF by Unfiltered Audio, which is actually part of Native Instruments complete standard bundle, so maybe check that out if you have that. Let's just hear the default patch. Goes through presets. See, that's maybe a bit harsh in my opinion for lo-fi. Where's the movement guy, man? Like factory presets. Let's go for mild. Let's go for older vinyl. Alright, we have a nice noise floor now, which is interesting, but I'm missing some movement, and since I'm not really familiar with unfiltered audio's Lo-Fi AF, I'm just going to use another plugin that's actually paid as well, Flux Lite. I think we would need a low pass filter. Let's get just an EQ. Yeah. Not bad. More ways you can do lo-fi. For example, bit crushing. There's tons of bit crushing plugins that are specifically for something like this. Kodak is a free one. Yeah, you can get crazy with that one. More bit crushing. Let's go. Another free one would be Cymatics Origin, which is basically bit reduction. Has a great movement section. Chorus is also nice. You could just use a regular chorus, of course. This one is very good for a standalone lo-fi thing. But if you want something that costs money, you could also use Degrader by Klevgrand. See, if you enable this post filter, it gets a lot smoother very fast. Alright, there's also some other well-known lo-fi plugins that do like all of these things combined. Very similar to Chow Tape model that didn't work. Arturia's tape Mello-Fi. Movement. Noise. Filtering. A nice thing with this one is also you can make it a bit wider in a very nice way. That's cool. Another one very similar to that one is Dirty Tape by Softube. Why is it similar? Because you can also turn up the dirt. If we read this right here, there's more flutter, more dropouts. You can even decouple it as well, which is the default here. Gives a nice stereo width again. Alright, let's get into some more free stuff. A nice free alternative to this movement stuff that's very simple to use is Pitch Drift by Baby Audio. Pretty viable already. That's actually very similar to these Yam Audio stuff we looked at. Flux Lite, see, does a similar thing, but it's kind of combined with Pitch Dropout. I think that's a pretty cool plugin for this specific effect, like a broken device playing back your stuff. But honestly, Pitch Drift does quite a good job. I got the both Lo-Fi Yam Audio plugins. I got those for free. I probably wouldn't have bought those. I think this Pitch Drift Baby Audio plugin is quite capable of my needs. As I said, I'm not even doing that much lo-fi. A free option could also be vinyl. Not the biggest fan of that one. Also, let's mention Nell, which is also basically a vibrato plugin, or that's what I use it for. See, there's even a broken tape preset. Damn, these presets don't seem to work. Guess we're just out here testing compatibility with Studio One. Well, 2 plugins that are great don't seem to work great in Studio One, or something's just up to date. Like, I used this plugin in the past and everything works fine, but hey, Florian Mrugalla, developer of Nell, maybe check this out. Now let's go to that part that I actually want to show you, which is why are we still using plugins? That's so dumb to make lo-fi stuff. Let's listen at this again. Yeah, that's whatever, right? And now what if let's take both together. That's cool. We want to make this lo-fi. Let's export it. Zack. All right. We go to the export page, and I'm pretty sure this is in every DAW. We're going to start playing around with this part of music production. Why don't we use a MP3 lowest quality 32 kilohertz sample rate? Let's try it like this. Let's see how it sounds. This is going to fuck with my M recorder recording. All right, we got that right here. Let's just drag it in right here. And now let's check out how this sounds. Did I promise too much? That's amazing. Let's compare it to the original. See how subtle it is? It's so subtle, but I think it's great. Like, it lost a lot of high-end, a lot of information. Let's just combine those two. Let's export again. Song, export mixdown. Let's try a WAV file, 16-bit, 32 kilohertz. Let's go. All right, drag, drop, zack, zack. How does this sound? Not like I want yet. Let's export again, export mixdown, keep 16-bit, go down to 22.05 kilohertz sample rate. All right, let's go. Get that in there. All right, we can go more extreme, but like, let's just compare this again to what we had in the beginning. And now we have... Honestly, I want to keep this, and now we export even lower, lowest possible. It's going to get crazy. Let's see. All right, let's hear it. Listen to the snare, it's amazing. Check out this snare. All right, yeah, it's more similar than I expected, but still, it's so cool. What if we just like... in it a bit, so we have the low end of this kick, but we have the vibe of this whole mixdown number 3 together. And now we could like put some put some pitch drift on the original decks, but this one doesn't have it on it, so it's going to give us like a chorus effect. Check this out. What do you want more? This is amazing. Let's try it again. Let's take this whole thing. Let's export that one song. Export mixdown. Opus file. 32 kilobyte per second. All right, let's just try it. This one. That's sick. That's how you lo-fi, alright, that's it from me. That's the video for today. Alright, bye.